Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the azure seas of Nita, which you can't see just yet. I am the Heizmeister, and this is episode 20 of the Adventure Mode series. It has been too long. And this is also the last episode of the Adventure Mode series. If you recall, in the previous episode I said, and pretty much for the entire run I said, that I would like to reach Adventure Mode level 100, survive there for about 2 hours, and after this I could consider this fleet-based approach to Adventure Mode and this run a success. Let's get into it. We are once again back on the endless seas of the Adventure Mode. A bit has happened after the last episode. I have traversed a red portal and reached warp difficulty 100. So we are there. Yeah, one step towards our goal has been made, and we are already about 10 minutes in so far. And there she is, battleship Cerberus. A lot of guns, a few secondaries, a very compact battleship. There's not much internal armor in there, and it is certainly a very potent asset to the fleet. Now then, an enemy has spawned. Let me just check out what it is exactly that is threatening us now. Ah yes, clearly a white flare design, and it is the Desecrator. Railguns. I see max gauge railguns, it looks like. Well, and a few missiles. Okay then, looks like we have already done some damage. The armor of white flare ships tends to be rather thin, so we shouldn't have any problems there. Oh, large lag spike. What just happened? Give me my radar back. Returning to the fleet. Whoa, 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 that was a large lag spike. Something has spawned, and it is not the white flare ship. It's the Imperium. Yeah. The Imperium is currently presenting an angle at which we are at a disadvantage when trying to shoot it. Whoa, what's with this jet engine noises? Come on. Kinetic rounds will likely bounce off its armor. Is it equipped with shields? And when I say shields, I mean planar shields. The regular shield projectors. I don't think so. Oh, those loud jet engines. Very loud jet engines. Anyway, the Sonra is still flying, though it has taken considerable amount of damage. I don't know why the Sonra specifically is attracting all the fire from our foes. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that's right. Don't ram the Imperium. And watch out for the nukes. Right. Oh, I could probably set the melon seat into battle mode. Now that we have actually 2 foes to engage here. And if you're wondering why the frame rate is suffering a bit, there are a lot of vehicles and high volume vehicles on the field. So, yeah. We are struggling to keep up. I wonder. You see the laser beam from those laser emitters that guide the missile to the target is colored yellow, which means it is disrupted by smoke. Does the guidance still work? These are beam riders after all. Yeah, apparently it does. At least somewhat. Okay, we have disabled... Let me just see... We have disabled one turret of the Imperium. Maybe even two turrets here. I can't see them firing at all. Maybe three if we count that one. Yeah, the Imperium is equipped with a lot of gun platforms, and those are kinetic railguns, very potent, especially against foes which aren't armored against this kind of weaponry, or which don't have a lance that can take down these kinetic railguns. Anyway, the fleet should be in range now, and opening fire with everything we have. Bring down this behemoth of the skies. Yep, there's a nuke incoming, and our point defense weaponry is already perfect. We have intercepted it. That was probably my heavy cruiser Orion that is equipped with lasers and point defense Seavis. Oh, have you ever heard of something called a point defense Seavis? Yeah, right. Okay then. Now that the Imperium is presenting its backside, we may have a chance to shoot some or destroy some valuable components like engines and even the ammunition storage. Now it would be preferable to take out the Imperium's lift engines, and I think we have done so. It is losing altitude. Or is it just deliberate? A deliberate maneuver, I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be deliberate on the Imperium side. Alright. The fleet is now well within range of the Imperium, and should be able to engage it with all of firepower. And would you look at that, the Sonra is now yeah, I don't know what it is, honestly. It has been thoroughly perforated and damaged by the Imperium, but it is still airborne. Yeah, so there's that. Also, we are once again engaged in some naval traffic violation. Come on. You can do better than this. Oh, by the way, where are our submarines? Ah, yeah, I shouldn't have set the fleet to engage the Imperium. I mean, all forces to engage the Imperium, because our submarines are probably loitering around this area here and not firing on them. Maybe they can get a few lucky torpedoes into this white flare design, the desecrator, I think. But yeah, we are expending a lot of ammunition just to focus our firepower on the Imperium to bring it down. Have we done so? Or is it simply changing its altitude to match the altitude of its opponent? Yeah, I think it's again not quite done just yet. Oh, that was a big hit. Something exploded there. Oh, this is... Okay, either the Imperium is very, very well armored, or my weaponry is just insufficient to deal with this kind of foe. At least battleship armament should be able to pierce the Imperium's armor. Yeah, I don't always install the most powerful, most ridiculous railgun APS on my ships. I have to keep it in line with the faction theme I'm running. You know, it would also help if our guns would actually hit the Imperium. There we go. The Imperium has been brought down. Something I cannot say of the Sonra, by the way. The Sonra air cruiser. Still flying. Very well. Very well done indeed. Okay, have the seas calmed down now? Are there still any foes left? No, doesn't look like it. We have apparently destroyed this white flare design at some point. So, let's gather our forces and untangle the melon seed from the Orion. Okay, the Imperium has defeated, and now it is time to bring in all our auxiliary craft and repair them. Most notably probably the Sonra, which has taken damage and is down to 76%. But was still airborne. So yeah, I can guess. This was alright, I think. Pretty much, yeah. And the Cerberus survived this engagement rather well. And it provided a lot of support. Also has two relatively strong Seabus installed. Should be able to engage large and huge missiles as well as these nukes that the Great Talents like to spawn. Several resource zones have spawned in close proximity to each other, and we are now beginning harvesting operations. We have lost quite a bit of resources. Okay, granted we have built a new battleship, but also we have taken a lot of damage on the Sonra. The Sonra is basically full of expensive laser components, so repairing those hurts. It hurts a lot. But I think we'll be just fine. Hope. Another white flare design has appeared. This time it is the Exterminator. I immediately see few railguns, probably kinetic, if I know the white flares. Missiles, not naturally. Are there any hidden surprises beneath the waterline? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, engage. And do it fast. Yep, there we go, missiles. As is tradition with the white flares. Lots of missiles and kinetic weaponry. Let's see, the armor on the white flare ships is normally not that tough. So even my lower caliber and lower strength weapons shouldn't have a problem penetrating the armor or even destroying it outright. How is... what's the Exterminator? Yeah, the Exterminator doing? Apparently receiving a number of EMP strikes and... oh, looks like it's sinking. Most unfortunate. Now, while I was busy taking out an enemy Orion cruiser, which suddenly spawned, the game lagged a bit. And to my utter surprise, I managed that... I noticed that... oh, hello, there's something else. An enemy Sonra air cruiser. Yeah, you might want to deal with this one quickly. I mean, its armor is made out of tissue paper, but still. This is going to be troubling. And I've noticed that one of my Phantoms has splashed down and cannot get back up. The enemy Sonra is closing in on our fleet. Its laser systems has already been damaged, apparently, since it's emitting a continuous beam rather than a pulsed one. Okay, that's way too close for comfort. Somebody please shoot down this air cruiser. Yeah, and it's happily chewing away at my escorts here, currently cutting up the Caesar destroyer. I mean, I said its armor's made out of tissue paper, but it can still remain airborne for quite a long time. Oh, there we go. Laser components destroyed, and I think that should be it for the Sonra. Or maybe not. Well, its heavy missile array is still online. So there's that. But yeah, the fleet is coming under air attack by this air cruiser here. Let's see how the Cerberus does, our newest addition to the fleet. The Cerberus is... well, for the most part it's leaving the Sonra completely alone, except for its secondaries, which are currently engaging it. The main guns are still trained on the enemy Orion cruiser back there in the distance. Yeah, we got this. We got this. This is no problem at all. At least I hope so. Seeing how much firepower I'm pouring into this unfortunate air cruiser here. And, oh, it's finally going down. Okay. It's not AI dead. It seems we have taken out its lift engines. Very nice. Once again, while I was busy firing at the Orion, which is for some reason still there, something has appeared. It is behind our fleet now. Looks like a grey talon design. I'll be able to identify it once it comes into range. For now, let's just continue to fire at this Orion cruiser, which still refuses to be destroyed for some reason. Ah, damn it. Yeah, this looks like an Endeavour. I'm pretty sure it's an Endeavour, a Great Talon airship. Well, let's confirm this one more. For one moment. Looks nice. Endeavour, there we go. A lot of engines in the back. And also a lot of holes made into its armor. Is it... Ah, I see, it has super cavitation rounds. It's probably firing at my submarines. Let's see if this Endeavour is successful at damaging these submarines. Just follow the shells and... well, yeah, it is, partially. And here I thought I would be on the highest difficulty level on Adventure Mode without any Scarlet Dawn unit ever showing up. Introducing the Sovereign, which is immediately attacking one of my resource drones. I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. So, I guess we should target the Sovereign with all the available firepower that we have and take it out before it, oh yeah, takes out my resource gatherers, which, by the way, I just supplementing the overall economy in Adventure Mode, and then the most resources here you get from destroying enemy craft, after all. You get about, I think 10%, is it? Yeah, 10% of the initial cost of an enemy vehicle. These resource zones are just there to supplement your economy, maybe to buffer those expenses for propulsion and ammunition a bit. Right then, would be nice if anything actually hit. And the Sovereign is focusing on the Hannibal battleship. Very well. This should probably give my aerial units like the Sonata air cruiser and the Phantom interceptor some time to close in on the Sovereign and do some damage. Although, if I recall correctly, the Sovereign is a flying brick of heavy armor, which might prove difficult to breach. say that now. And yep, there we go. The Phantoms have already set themselves behind the Sovereign and are now chasing it. Yeah, if they get too close, of course, they veer off and come around for another attack run. But they are able to chase rather fast air units for a lengthy amount of time. Okay then, Sovereign, you're still closing in on our fleet. How's the fleet doing, by the way? The Hannibal is getting absolutely pounded by the Sovereign. You can see it already. This is a rapid-firing kinetic hollow-point gun, I think. Yeah, we've seen the shells. Hollow-point sabot, so pretty much good against anything. Hey, we're finally applying some laser damage onto the Sovereign. That's nice. Although, as I said, yeah, a lot of heavy armor in there. And destroying that rather large gun, which is taking up a sizable amount of volume on the Sovereign, is #1 priority for now. Although of course, I can't order my fleet to fire at a certain point on this unit. That's simply not possible. Or at least I haven't figured out how to do it. I can control one unit, yes, the one I'm currently residing on, but not all of them. Once again, the battleship Hannibal is taking the brunt of the attack and hopefully taking it rather well. Let's have a look. That's my sniper drone. Oh, okay, 92%. That's something. Some repairs are in order. It's time to deactivate this other tanky unit here. That's a lot of heavy armor. Multiple layers of heavy armor. Maybe I'm lacking this knockout punch that is needed to successfully pierce these layers of armor. The Caledonia's main guns can certainly do it, but never mind. AI dead. That's one way to solve a problem. The repairs on the Hannibal have been completed, just in time, I might add. Well then, the white players are certainly stepping up their game in this level of adventure mode. They have brought out the Redeemer, the white players' most dangerous unit. Very unfortunate. This reminds me of a fruit press. Yeah, okay. Let's just put an end to this one. Very gorgeous design. Very, very good looking indeed. Now, our main goal is here to deactivate the Redeemer's main armament and also put a stop to this particle cannon bombardment. Yeah, there it is. And there's another one. Also, they have been horizontally aligned, I see. So they have a 60-degree arc of fire to either side, and I mean horizontally and vertically their arc of fire is probably 5 degrees or so. Looks like a broadside battery arrangement for particle cannon. Interesting. I have to keep that in mind. Alright then. The Redeemer still active and closing in. With our fleet now not that far away, to be honest. Oh boy, those are a lot of missile interceptors. Well, makes sense, to be honest, when you have such a large unit, which is a prime target for missiles. especially if it is so slow, you might want to invest some materials into proper defense, after all. Okay, now that the Sonra has come into range, it is also becoming the prime target of the Redeemer's main weaponry. That's going to be a problem. The armor against kinetic weapons on the Sonra is practically non-existent. It is very much a glass cannon, after all. Okay. Wait. AI dead! Give me all those materials. I need them. Yeah, I need them. Only 180,000 left on the carrier. Yeah, that's not much. Anyway, we have defeated the Redeemer. I mean, was there ever any doubt? I have almost done it. Almost survived 2 hours on the hardest difficulty in adventure mode. When suddenly an Imperium showed up, just as, well, little more than 2 minutes are remaining. As if the game would want to throw one last challenge at us. Well then, I accepted this challenge. By the way, I have switched all... there we go. I have switched all vessels here to combat mode. So they no longer stay around the carrier, but they engage the enemies now on their own. Yeah, I thought for the last 2 minutes in adventure mode, this would be a great idea. Let them actually get within range and be more effective. So, the Imperium. He's finally here, and this is probably the last foe we are going to face in this adventure mode playthrough. What a fitting end. One of my favorite units from Niter, and we are facing off against it in this adventure mode series. It's certainly something which makes me rather happy. Wonderful. And the Sonra is active. Nice. Yeah, it's using its laser, but it has limited effect, apparently, because the Imperium has used generous amounts of smoke to protect itself from laser damage. Which means we have to do it the old-fashioned way. Missiles and APS cannons. Oh. It's actually evading some of the missiles, but yeah, the Sonra has taken a lot of damage, and it's going to be even more once this huge missile strikes the Sonra right in the side, and ramming maneuver! Oh well, it's a valid tactic. That was a little bit too close there. It's been underneath the Imperium, but it's not much use since these lasers don't have any gun depression. They are fixed in position and only can move horizontally. However, the point defense lasers on the Sonra are now opening up and also damaging the Imperium, which seems to be losing altitude rather fast, but this seems to be deliberate. Okay. I wonder. Many of its guns seem to be inactive, which is good for us, because those guns, although not entirely strong individual, but in greater numbers here on the Imperium, they do hurt a lot. Anyway, looks like the Sonra is still active, or what remains of it. And what's our fleet doing, by the way? Oh, trying to get into position to circle around the Imperium and probably attack it. The fleet has split up now. We have the Orion and the Caesar destroyer here on one side, with the battleship Hannibal, the Melanceed adventure carrier, and the Cerberus battleship on the other. And of course, there's the Medusa as well, a light cruiser. So then, should I say a few closing words to this adventure mode run? Well, it has been a lot of fun for me, and I hope it has been a lot of fun for you as well. Actually, if I have to do this again, I would probably do a fleet-based adventure run again. It is quite fun, and I can recommend this to anyone who might want to try it out. Though, with so many units on the battlefield, you have to take into account that there may be a little bit of lag involved. Yeah. Right then. Looks like the fleet is taking care of the last nuke. The Imperium is still not defeated, although it is close to being defeated, considering it is now beneath the waves and pretty much useless. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the carrier. Are we still engaging that one nuke? We seem to have destroyed it. Nice. Oh, so hey, the Melancy took some damage. Was probably due to friendly fire from... Yep, the Hannibal. Naturally. Anyway. There we have it. 7 seconds over the 2-hour mark. We have done it. And, yeah. I think that's it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed this adventure mode series so far, and I hope I see you next time on the Azure Seas of Niter, when we will be building an adaptive drone carrier. I can't wait. I am the Heizmeister, take care, and until next time.